हेलो दोस्तों, let us start with our first chapter of 12th standard chemistry, which is solid state. As you all know, a solid is made up of many atoms which are arranged in a regular way, very close to each other. This picture shows one such spherical atom. Imagine we cut this spherical atom along xy plane, yz plane and zx plane. Then the following diagram results. If you calculate the number of pieces which we have made by cutting the original atom along xy, yz and zx plane, then the number of such parts or pieces is 8. If we see a better diagram to view how many pieces are made, so this is the picture which will give you the exact number of pieces which I am talking about, which is 8. The original atom is spherical. On cutting along xy, yz and zx plane, this is the picture, and by moving them further apart, we can see there are 8 equal pieces. So this idea is very important in this chapter. On cutting the atom along xy, yz and zx plane, 8 equal parts of the atom results. Now let us do the reverse thing. Take these 8 pieces and start gathering them into one. So the reverse process will follow. These 8 pieces, upon moving close to each other, result in this picture. Upon moving further close to each other, it results in the entire spherical atom as shown. The credit for these pictures goes to Brzezinski math, which you can find on the internet. Now let us start our chapter further of solid state. For this, to view in 3D, we will use the solid state 3D application from the Play Store, as I have downloaded already from the Play Store. So let us click on this solid state 3D application. So on clicking, you will see the various types of packing which we have. The first type of packing which we are seeing in this diagram is the 1D packing, single dimension packing, one-dimensional packing. One-dimensional packing means atoms are arranged in a straight line. We can rotate these atoms along whatever direction we want in this application. Okay, so this is 1D packing, one-dimensional packing of atoms in a straight line. One-dimensional means straight line. After this, let us see two-dimensional packing. So two-dimensional packing which we are seeing here is the atoms are arranged in straight line, then another straight line, then another straight line, then another straight line and one more straight line. So 5 horizontal lines of straight line make a plane. The atoms are arranged in a plane. This is two-dimensional packing. We can rotate this as and when we need. After this, first of all, this two-dimensional packing is called AA two-dimensional packing, because the straight line atoms are aligned exactly below another straight line atoms which are aligned exactly below another straight line atoms. Let us see another two-dimensional packing which is called AB two-dimensional packing. The reason why we call this AB two-dimensional packing is one set of straight line is different from another set of straight line arrangement of atoms. Again, we have first set of straight line atoms and then another set of straight line atoms. Again, we have first set of straight line atoms and then another set of straight line atoms. This is called AB two-dimensional packing. So let us see the difference between AB two-dimensional packing and AA two-dimensional packing. So this is AA two-dimensional packing because all the atoms are arranged in similar way if the first set of line is A, then another line is also A, the next line is also A, and so on. A, two-dimensional packing. A, two-dimensional packing, that will be the name. After this, we have one set of straight line atoms and another set of straight line atoms, then first set of straight line atoms, then another set of straight line atoms. So first set if we call as A set, then the second set of straight line arrangement will be B set. Again, first set of straight line arrangement will be A set, then next set of straight line arrangement will be B set. So this is AB two-dimensional packing. A two-dimensional packing, AB two-dimensional packing. Okay, so these are the two-dimensional packings which we should know. Coming to three-dimensional packing. Three-dimensional packing, what we are seeing in this diagram is A three-dimensional packing. Why do we call this as A three-dimensional packing? Because below the first, exactly above the first horizontal set of arrangement of atoms, we have same kind of next set of horizontal atoms. So if the first horizontal line is A, then the next horizontal line is also A, and the next horizontal line is also A, and so on. All the horizontal lines are exactly identical to each other, leading to A 3D packing. So this is A 3D packing. Why is this 3D? Because if we rotate this, you can see this is three-dimensional. Exactly near one atom, we have another set of straight line. Near one set of straight line, we have another set of straight line and another set of straight line, and so on. So this is A three-dimensional packing. After this, let us see another set of three-dimensional packing, which is AB three-dimensional packing. So if you see carefully, this is AB three-dimensional packing. One set of lines, then another set of horizontal lines, then another set of lines, then another set of line. So this is AB three-dimensional packing. We can rotate this as and when we need. So what is the difference between two types of three-dimensional packing? This is one set of three-dimensional packing and this is another set of three-dimensional packing. The first one is A three-dimensional packing. The second one is AB three-dimensional packing. Then let us learn further about the types of unit cell. So let us start with the first type of unit cell, which is simple cubic unit cell. This is simple cubic unit cell because as you see, it is a cube. This is a cube. At each corner of the cube, we are placing atoms. At each corner of the cube, we have placed atoms. There are in all 8 corners and hence we have 8 atoms. To see these atoms, although they look small in this diagram, they are actually big size and they are in contact with the adjacent atoms. Let us click this button and see that the atom size increases, and this is the actual diagram. This is how the atoms are actually arranged in simple cubic structure. We are rotating this so that we can visualize them in 3D. Okay, so this is how the 3D arrangement of a simple cubic cell looks like. At the 8 corners of the cube, we have 8 atoms, and the size of atoms is big such that they are in contact with their adjacent atoms. So this is the 3D structure of a simple cubic cell, and we are rotating it to see how it looks like in 3D from different angles. After this, let us see a unit cell of simple cubic. So primitive cubic unit cell, this is how it looks like. Inside the cube, we will have 1/8 part of the atom. If you see carefully, for each of the atom we have 1/8 part inside the simple cubic structure. 1/8 part is inside the simple cubic structure. That is why at the start of this lecture I had told you we will need this idea very much. When we cut an atom along xy plane, yz plane and zx plane, it looks like this. As we see all 8 parts of the atom. If you look carefully, these are the 8 parts of the atom, and if we take 1/8 of each of this and there are 8 such parts, then the total atom which will result is 8 into 1/8, which is 1 atom. 4 atoms or 4 1/8 part on top, 4 1/8 parts on the bottom. So in all, 4 into 1/8 plus 4 into 1/8 will be 1 atom. So these are 1/8 part of the atom. Each of the section, each of the small atom kind of part of the atom which you are seeing in this unit cell is 1/8. Okay, so this is the structure of simple cubic unit cell, primitive unit cell or simple cubic unit cell in 3D. After this, let us start with another structure which is body centered cell. Body centered unit cell. What does this mean? It means the same as we saw before, which is simple cubic cell. Again, at 8 corners of the cube we will have 8 atoms, and the difference here is we have one more atom at the center. If you look at the center, there is one more atom. Now let me rotate it to get a view of how it looks like in 3D. So this is how we can rotate in the application, and it will look like this in 3D. Now, if you want to see the real 3D structure for this, let us click on the right button and we will see the atoms exploding. So now the atoms have exploded to their big size. This is how the structure really looks in 3D. The 3 atoms along the body are in contact. So if you see carefully, the 3 atoms along the body diagonal will be in contact. So this is the structure of body centered cubic cell in 3D. On rotating, you can find it from different angles. We have in all 8 atoms at the corners and 1 atom at the center. Okay, so this is body centered cubic unit cell. Let us look at the unit cell of this body centered cubic unit cell. So it looks like this. So if you see carefully, at the corners we have 1/8 part of the atoms as in simple cubic structure, and the full atom at the center. At the center we have one full atom, and at the corners we have 1/8 atom. So 1/8 into 8 will be 1 atom as in simple cubic, and 1 atom at the center is full atom. So this unit cell in all has 2 atoms. Why does it have 2 atoms? Because 1 full atom at the center and 8 into 1/8, which is 1 atom in all at the corners. So this is how the body centered cubic cell looks like in 3D. After this, let us see the next structure, which is face centered cubic. Face centered cubic unit cell. Face centered cubic unit cell. In this, we again have 8 atoms at the 8 corners of the cube, as in previous 2 cases. Now in this case, as you all know, we have 6 faces for the cube. In all, we have 6 faces for the cube. At each face we have 1 atom. If you carefully see this diagram, at each and every face, not at the center of this unit cell, we do not have an atom at the center of the unit cell, although it looks like from this diagram. But if you rotate it in 3D, you will see it is not at the center. There is no atom at the exact center of this cube. There is no atom at the exact center, looking at from this section. But the atoms are located at the center of the faces. So front face, the atom is at center. The next face, the atom is again at center. The next face, the atom is again at center. The next face, the atom is again at center. The upper face, the atom is again at center. The lower face, atom is again at center. 6 faces, 6 atoms. There is no atom at the center. And half of the atom is inside the cube and half of the atom is outside the cube, as we will see now when the diagram explodes. Now all the atoms are in big size, and if you see carefully in 3D, the atom, half of it, the face atoms, half of it is inside the cube, half of it is outside the cube. So let me rotate for a better view. Half of the face atoms are inside the cube, half of the face atoms are outside the cube. So this is how the face centered cubic cell will look like. We can rotate it as in whichever direction we want. So this is face centered unit cell. Now let us see the unit cell of face centered cubic structure. So this is the face centered cubic unit cell structure. As I told you, the face atoms, half of it will be inside the unit cell, half of it will be outside the unit cell. Other than that, we have that 1/8 parts at each corner. At each corner we have 1/8 part, as you see in this diagram. The corners are 1/8 parts. The corners of the unit cell have 1/8 atom, each of these corners. And the face, how many faces? 6 faces. The top face we are seeing now, top face, half atom is outside the cell, half atom is inside the cell. This face, half atom is inside the cell, half atom is outside the cell. The front face, half atom inside, half atom outside. The left face, half atom inside, half atom outside. The lower face, half atom inside, half atom outside. So how many atoms are there? In all there are 6 into half, which is 3. We will see this later. 6 into half, which is 3 atoms. 3 atoms of 6 faces. And 1/8 into 8, which is 1 atom for the corner. For the corner we have 1 atom because 8 parts into 1/8, which is 1. 8 into 1/8 is 1, and 6 into half is 3. So overall in this unit cell we have 4 atoms. In this unit cell we have 4 atoms. Okay. So this is the face centered cubic structure. After this, let us look at the types of voids. Types of voids. Voids means hollow space. Void का मतलब होता है hollow space. The first type of void which we are seeing here is a tetrahedral void. If you see this diagram is called tetrahedral structure. टेट्राहेड्रल क्यों बोलते हैं इसको? बिकॉज देर आर 4 फेसेस, लेफ्ट फेस, राइट फेस, बॉटम फेस, बैक फेस. 4 फेस है, इसीलिए दिस इज कॉल्ड एज टेट्राहेड्रल स्ट्रक्चर. अब each face of each corner of the tetrahedron we will have a atom. So in all there are 4 corners. 4 corners means 4 atoms at those corners. Let us see the explosion of size of atoms forming a tetrahedral void. So now we have atoms in big size, and now the hollow space in between these 4 atoms, if you look carefully, between any 3 atoms there is some hollow space. Between any 3 atoms there is some hollow space. So that hollow space is called tetrahedral void. The hollow space which we are seeing here is called tetrahedral void. So let us see the unit cell of this tetrahedral void, how it looks like. So by having this atoms as well as the tetrahedron, we can see this tetrahedral void in a better view here. Another orientation of the tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral void is formed by 4 atoms. So let us consider the 4 atoms of the cube as shown by green color. Let us explosive diagrams. Let us see the exploding diagram of this as well. Again we have the same structure which we had before, tetrahedron structure, and in between whatever hollow space we'll see, that will be tetrahedral void. Rotate this as you like and you will see the tetrahedral void from different angles. So the void inside it is tetrahedral void. Location of tetrahedral void in FCC structure. FCC means face-centered cubic structure. In the face-centered cubic structure, we have an atom at the center of a face as shown in this diagram. At the 8 corners, we also have atoms. At each face at the center, we also have atom. So in this face-centered cubic structure, consider the 4 big atoms which we are seeing here. If we consider these 4 big atoms, then again we see a tetrahedral void. See, this hollow space is tetrahedral void. See it from another angle as well. Hollow space is tetrahedral void. See it from this angle. Hollow space is tetrahedral void. So this is how we see the hollow space, which is called as tetrahedral void for a FCC structure, face-centered cubic structure. Next, we are seeing octahedral void. Octahedral void is the void which we see in this diagram. 3 atoms, blue atoms, are shown below. They are arranged as in this diagram in 3 dimensions, and the 3 red atoms are shown as shown in this diagram. So the void which forms here is called octahedral void. It is a big hollow space than the tetrahedral void, and it is called as octahedral void. Octahedral void is bigger than tetrahedral void. So let us see this in 3D. So you can see that this hollow space is bigger. So this is the hollow space. From another angle, this is the hollow space. From another angle, this is the hollow space. From another angle, this is the hollow space. So we can see the hollow space from different angles. Okay. So this octahedral void is surrounded by 6 atoms. At top 3 atoms, red colored. At bottom 3 atoms, blue colored. So this is the octahedral void which is formed by 6 atoms. The tetrahedral void was formed by 4 atoms. The octahedral void is formed by 6 atoms. So these are the 2 different voids which we should know. The first one was tetrahedral void surrounded by 4 atoms. This one is octahedral void surrounded by 6 atoms. 3 blue atoms at lower and 3 red atoms on top of them. The space, the hollow space in between them in this arrangement is called as octahedral void. It is surrounded by 6 atoms. So that is how we have this basics of solid state. We have studied types of packing, types of unit cells, and types of voids.